Okay, this is gonna be rough, I know. And okay, let's just talk for a second. So today's the big day. I'm getting my hair cut. Okay, so it's just gonna have to sit like this for a second. In this angle, I know this is really bad, but my hair is so greasy. It looks wet. Ugh, it's so gross. But my hair lady said to come in with greasy hair, so that's what we're gonna do today. So yeah, this pimple right here, I always get pimples in the middle of my eyebrow, like not over to one side, not over on the other, not on my chin, which I do sometimes, but not like that. They just get so big and so red right in the middle. I mean, it literally looks like I took a ruler and was like, all right, that's centered. That's what it looks like, and feels like all the time. So I went to go get all of the video footage off of my vlog yesterday, and basically you'll see, I don't know which video you'll see first actually, but I vlogged like totally changing my office space, and it took a whole day, and like I drove places and I came back home, all of these things. And then I get home and the format that I recorded my video in won't transfer to my phone. So I go out, like any normal person would, and I buy a phone adapter cord for $32 because I thought I could plug my phone in to my camera and it would just like send them on over. No, it doesn't really work like that actually. If you didn't know, it didn't work like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I've been listening to worship music all morning, just trying to get my heart in the right posture. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and he was like, I really think that your heart needs to be in a state of surrender. Because I kind of just explained everything that was going on in my life and stuff. And I was like, at first I was like, what does that even mean? And then I was like, that actually makes total sense, because the anxiety that I'm going through, I haven't surrendered it. Not like I haven't said, you know, Jesus, you're in control of my life, not like that, but the type of anxiety that I'm going through, which is about heaven and the rapture and stuff like that, that's surrendering your life to him. That's saying, I'm willing to die for you, to be in heaven with you. I'm willing to take whatever comes just so that I can spend eternity with you, my creator, my father, and my savior and stuff. And so I do think that he was right. I think it's gonna take some time to get to that place, because I can't, with me in my mind, I can't just be like, I surrender. So yeah, I think it's gonna take some time, but you know, it's okay. Working on it. Your relationship with Jesus isn't perfect overnight, so yeah, that's one thing you can take from me. It doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight except breathing. That's about it. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my makeup routine really quick, try to get this big pimple off my face, and then I'll show you my OOTD, and then we'll head to the hair salon and chop off this ugly fried blonde crap. I don't know if I showed y'all before or not, but like this much of my hair is fried and dead basically, and so I'm thinking about trimming it either to here, so it's like right there, like right to my armpit basically, or I'm thinking about chopping it all off to like here. That'd be a really big move. It's a risky move, but I don't know. Whatever my hair cutter lady thinks I should do, then I'll do. And then I'm dyeing it back brown, because this blonde is just so, I don't know, it's just old and it looks disgusting. So yeah, I'm going my natural roots again, and I'm excited because I haven't been dark since college. No, before college, high school. I haven't been dark since high school, so that's gonna be exciting. And yeah. Okay, so I'm still just like, I don't know. I guess I'm just in shock. I don't know. I don't think I know what I'm doing. Oh, my hair is so greasy. I don't think I know what I'm doing yet. I think I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna turn out so good, but I actually have no idea that I'm cutting my hair because I'm just terrified. I don't think it's gonna hit me until I get there that I'm actually doing something huge. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like chop it all off, but it's still gonna be like a huge change from what I'm used to. Like right now I'm used to having like long hair, really long hair that I've had before in my life, but it's been a really long time since I've had this hair, and I haven't been like older with this hair, I guess. But I'll try. I can't even, it's just like, it's super long. So this is my OOTD today, featuring my super greasy hair, which is so great. And then I have this shirt from J. Crew, which I'm not going to show you all the bottom of it because it's actually really, I don't really like the bottom of it, but the bottom of it scallops out, and it's supposed to be like a dressy shirt, but I actually tried tucking it into this and it looked really cute. So that's what I did. The back keeps coming untucked, but that's what I did. So the shirt's from J. Crew, which is a straight neck tank top, which I am currently loving these straight necks. And then I tucked it into this mini skirt thing that I got from this thrift store up the road from my house. And then I'm either going to wear my huge chunky white shoes or... yeah, I'm just going to wear my chunky white shoes. I don't really have any black shoes right now. Yeah, that's the OOTD today. I made some TikToks. I didn't show y'all me making them because they were really bad. And just my hair is like super greasy. So, I mean, like, it's never been like this. So, yeah, I'm excited. I guess I'm just like super nervous and I don't like fully comprehend what I'm doing yet. Like for so long my hair has just been like my everything. Like my hair is what makes me feel pretty and stuff like that. And I've had a feeling for a while like God telling me like you need to cut it. And I just haven't because I haven't gotten around to it and I've just been sick and all these different things. But the opportunity has arose and that opportunity is today. So we're either going to whack it off to here. It's hard to tell because my hair is so greasy right now. So it's hard to tell like, and I'm looking at the viewfinder, sorry, but it's hard to tell like where or what would actually look good because of my greasy hair. So normally it doesn't really look like this stick down to my head, but yeah. Okay, so I am on my way to the hair salon and I'm really nervous. I have these like before haircut jitters and I'm just shaking and I'm a mess. So I'm not having any caffeine this morning. Actually, I haven't even eaten this morning. I didn't eat any breakfast just because when I get super anxious like this, it's really bad, so I don't eat. But I just threw my hair up in this messy whatever this is called. Also, wanted to brag on these earrings really quick. There's a company called Made by Mary, and these earrings are seriously the best. They don't turn, they don't make my ear itch, and they are so nice, and they don't get my ear infected and like all weird and rashy and stuff like that, and they are so cute. I wear them like almost every day for my second holes, and I would even wear them on my first too, but I just have to wear them on my first. But I'll show you their Instagram page so you can check them out too. Okay, so I just got out of the hair salon, and I'll show you. What is this? This is my hair. Oh. And then I'll show y'all. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. This is how short it went. And it looks so good. It looks so good. And she went like darker too, so like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. She covered up all like the ugly grown out blonde color. And then that short. That's literally the length that I wanted to go to anyway. So it looks so good. Now we're on our way to go get, what are we getting? Sushi. We're going to go get sushi, my favorite food, my comfort food, because I freaked out when I got there. I was like sitting in the, I want to say waiting room like it was a doctor's office. I was sitting in like the little waiting area and I was like, what am I doing? I think I just need to go home. Like, I don't want to get this done. This is going to be so bad, but it looks so good. And like, of course it's like curled and stuff, so it, you know, it's gonna look a little bit different, but it's just so good. And she like, she flat, I've never seen anybody do that either. They like flat iron it first to cut it and then she cut it. Does that make sense? They like she flat ironed it and then cut it and then curled it. So like, she made sure like the way that I wear it usually that it was all straight, so yeah. Okay, so I just got home after a full day of just running errands and stuff, and this is what my hair looks like. I don't know if I can see it in the car or not, but basically, it was like to here, and so I got that much cut off, which If you know me, you know that I cry anytime anybody touches my hair, cuts my hair, colors it, whatever. Even if I want it done, I cry. And I was kind of like worried because she did semi-permanent on my hair. So I'll tell you all a little bit about that. What semi-permanent is when you have bleached hair, which is my hair underneath this, and it's like pure white basically. When you have bleached hair, it needs something to hold on to. So usually when the sun comes down on it, it'll strip the natural colors, it'll fry it even more. It's so bad for your hair. And I didn't know that at the time whenever I was getting my hair cut before and bleached before. So now that I know that, it's a total different game. But what I wanted to tell you guys was demi-permanent means it comes out in about 6 months. So after washes and stuff, I'm going to have to go get it cut again. So I'm cutting off the bleach underneath here and get it re-dyed, I guess. But I got semi-permanent all over my head. And so it's all one color with a little bit of depth or whatever, but she didn't want to go my natural color because if she did, then it would look really harsh and just really dark because my roots up here are super dark. But mostly, I mean, for the most part, it looks so much more darker than it was. Like, without my light on right now, like, y'all, it would be so dark. But since the light's hitting it a certain way, it makes it look more caramel than it really is. But I'm so excited with the way it turned out. Like, it looks so good. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So while waiting for my phone to charge so I can make more TikToks, I want to talk a little bit about a clothing brand that sent me a t-shirt today and the purpose and statement behind it. So this is the shirt that they sent me, and it's called the Only brand. And then on the back, it says Satisfy on the back. So this brand, Only Clothing, has other shirts with the different sayings on them. I got Satisfied because it's something that I struggle with on the daily. I struggle to realize and to remember and to hold true to the fact that Jesus is the only one that can truly satisfy our hearts. And I'm so quick to look to social media for satisfaction, or to boys, or to friends, or to family members, or whatever. I'm so quick to look to them without actually realizing that Jesus is where our contentment and our satisfaction is supposed to come from. So wearing this shirt means a lot to me because since it is something that I struggle with, I want to help others too. And what we struggle with, we don't struggle in alone. And so I love the meaning behind the shirt, and it's super soft. I got a large, and I'll hold it up for size reference really quick. So on the front it says Only, and then on the back it says Satisfy with like little satisfies everywhere. Basically, it's just a reminder to us that Jesus is the only one that can satisfy our hearts. Not any relationship, not any person, not any situation, not anything can ever change that. We were only truly meant to be satisfied by Him, and that's where our true joy comes from. So I love this brand so much, and I love what they stand for and their motto. And I'm going to leave their username on Instagram right down here or up here, wherever it ends up, so y'all can check them out. And so after that little clip, I wanted to talk about a couple things with you guys, talking about where your contentment comes from. And I wanted to kind of share a story about where my contentment came from at one point in my life and how I was so broken and sitting in that. So in high school, if you follow me on TikTok, or if you're from TikTok, then you kind of already know this story, but in high school I went from guy to guy to guy looking for contentment, looking for satisfaction, looking for any kind of acceptance I could seek out and find, because I wasn't finding it at home, I wasn't finding it in friends, I wasn't finding it anywhere else. And so in my heart I had to get it from somewhere. So I went to social media, I went to boys and everything else to try to fulfill me. And basically what that brought me to was I was not being true to myself. I was so far from God. I was going through the motions at church events, at church, Sunday mornings, everything. It was like I was going to serve, and then I would leave and I wouldn't be touched by the service, or I wouldn't actually feel God's presence or anything like that. And it was a very lonely time in my life. This is going on during senior year, but it also went on from freshman to senior. It was like the whole entire experience in high school. And basically I would just go from relationship to relationship to relationship, seeking the only acceptance that could come from Christ. And I was seeking for somebody to love me for me, that wasn't willing to change me, that wasn't anything. And I finally found that relationship in senior year, and I pursued the heck out of it. And it lasted for about 5 to 6 months, and I had never been so happy in my entire life. Like, this person made me feel like I was it. I was their end game. I was the perfect girl. They made me feel all the things, but in reality, I wasn't satisfied in my heart. And I'll tell you why I wasn't satisfied. Because I wasn't getting filled up by Christ. Christ is the only one that can satisfy our hearts. If we don't fill ourselves up with Christ, we're going to look to everything else to fill us up and to satisfy us. And that's why the meaning behind this shirt just speaks so much volumes to me. That is the actual only thing that can satisfy us, is Jesus Christ. And I say that with such confidence because I know. I've tasted so much of what the world has to offer and still come up completely dry and completely broken and completely empty. Whenever I get in a relationship with a boy, I immediately start praying. I drop everything, I start praying. I'm like, Lord, move through us. If this is your will, let it happen. If not, use us to glorify you. And I start praying this prayer over and over and over again, but I'm not praying for my friends. I'm not praying for my family. I'm not praying for anything else, or even for myself. Self-supplication and prayer is important. But instead, I'm praying for this relationship to turn out, because that relationship is the one source of satisfaction, the one source of contentment and acceptance I find in myself. And if that relationship doesn't work out, then all hell's broke loose. And so that's what I want to share with you today, and that's why I find this church is so dang important and for all of us to remember. That's what I want you guys to remember. Our satisfaction, our contentment, our joy, our peace, our anything doesn't come from what we look like, doesn't come from how we act, doesn't come from what we do in life, what our career is, what our job is, who we date, who we are in a relationship, relationships, boys, none of that. Family members, friends, anything. I mean, Instagrams, any kind of social media that there is. Nothing can truly satisfy our hearts like Jesus. And why? Because we're broken, and broken people can't love broken people. It just doesn't work like that. Until we're truly full of Christ, that we're not hungry for the world, we'll never be truly satisfied. We'll never enter that relationship being like, I'm so free right now. Why? Because I'm confident in who made me. And whether or not this date goes good, whether or not this relationship lasts, I'm still confident in my God, my Father. I'm still confident in ways that He can move. I'm still confident. So even if this relationship doesn't work out, even if this housing doesn't work out, even if this college doesn't work out, even if nothing in my life works out, I still have Him, and that's all that matters. Why? Because I'm fully satisfied by Him. I just wanted to share that, and I need y'all to remember that, because in high school that was a big thing that I always struggle with, and I never quite grasped that until now. And I wish I would have back then, because I would have made so many different choices in high school if I would have known that and just believed it in my heart. And so that's the end of this video. That's all I got for you guys. I hope y'all liked my literally 5-second hair transformation day and stuff. I didn't want a video because I felt so awkward, but so yeah, I'm gonna include some videos and photos in there. If you didn't already see them, then I'll add them in the back. I don't really know when. Also, this is my tripod and it's really ugly. Sorry you're seeing that in the background this whole entire time, but I love you guys so much, and I'm praying for you. And comment down below what you want to see in next week's video so I can get working on that one. Always be bold in your faith and stay true to who you are. Love you guys. I just totally forgot to say Casby out. Casby out.